C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Kittle brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pretty throwing here on first. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has it in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got a gain of 6 there. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Barkley's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Eagles trying to make some noise before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Handoff now to the receiver. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, but this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, he get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. A play fake now hurts to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Barkley. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in, touchdown. The Eagles get a late score and tie it before the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the gun is Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Purdy on first down. Short pass brought in. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again, it's Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they bring him down around the 34. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's first and 10 from the 34. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw by Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. 49ers to the line. Here comes another two-point attempt.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for two. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
First and 10 now from the 30. Okay, and the wide receiver's gonna get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. Now we're gonna get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Looking to throw, Purdy. We'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. A final throw before the break. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. Broke through the tackle. Has a hole left, room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Purdy to throw it. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Darius Slay with the stop.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26 on second down. That finds Ayuk complete. Working quickly here. Purdy throwing here on first. This one's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So the 49ers once again going for 2. Purdy looking to throw. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably but then go to work after it.
This finds Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, a run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third and a lone yard coming up. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers losing by 4. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Kittle brings it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They've got first down from the 31. Setting up to pass. That throw finds Kittle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Kittle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw by Purdy. Throwing the out route, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Gotta think this is four-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. So there's a flag on the field. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot.
GG, homie. Garbage ass. Garbage, bro. You have the Eagles and you lost against the Niners, bro. Garbage.
But their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.